Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. I like to explore antique shops. Whenever I see a sign saying antique shop, it's like a magnet. I pull over and walk in. One of the places that I visited was down in Goshen, Indiana. In a place called the Depot, there's a large group of shops that have flea market things. They also have one that's kind of an antique shop flea market. On one of my trips to Goshen, I stopped in there on the way home. If you go to a shop that you've been going to for quite a while, chances are you won't find anything new. Sometimes in a really good place you will, but most times you go in there, you've already seen most of the things and decided on not getting them. But when you go into a new store, it's a whole new chance, a whole new opportunity. When I went into the Depot, it was all new stuff. I'd never been there before. So as I walked around through the store, I picked up a few things off the shelves. Some of them are new, some of them are old, some of them are just things that I thought would be cool. One of them is this little thing here. You can tell by the square shank that it's designed to go into a brace. You might remember this brace. And this is a perfect brace to run this. Slip the bit into the brace, tighten up the chuck, and you can drive that 1/4 inch lag bolt just like it's not even there. Nice thing to have, especially if you're working with old stuff like I am. Quite often, square-headed bolts are pretty common. I also picked up something that I hadn't seen before, which is kind of unusual because I've seen a lot of stuff. This is a spanner. Pin spanner. Not only is this a pin spanner, it's an adjustable pin spanner. By loosening up these two screws, I can slide the pins further apart. Like so. Or bring them closer together. Then you just tighten the screws back up. And it's ready to go. That way I can set the spanner to match the spacing on the pins. In this case, I can slip the chuck in the universal holder. Slide the spanner into the brace. And easily disassemble the chuck. Just like that. Works pretty cool. Works pretty cool. Not bad for $3. A lot of you guys already know what this is. This particular one is for Bodywork. You slip a sheet metal screw down into the side of that collet like that, Then you lock it in, drill a hole in whatever body panel you want to pull out, thread that sheet metal screw in it, and then pull on this using the slide hammer and pull out a dent. Not something you use every day, but kind of cool. They also had something that I had discussed with some friends several times, and we had these in the past. I mean, they're not a thing that I used all the time, but they were kind of cool. Now everybody has magnetic drivers, so they seldom use these anymore. You push the keeper out past the end of the screwdriver, then you let it slide back, and the springs pull it back a little bit so that it grips a hold of that screw, and you can use it to drive screws. Seems like most of the screws now are Torx, Phillips, or Robertson. But with the old straight bit screwdriver, that little clip worked pretty good. The Depot also had a few measuring tools. This is the one that I didn't have. It's a nice little Starrett inside calipers. Set that to the size you want. Measure between 2 points, inside of a barrel, inside of a sleeve. Kind of a cool thing to have. Now the average price on that stuff was $2. Then I walked over into another part of the store where they had camping equipment. Now, I don't do much camping anymore, but this little guy looks kind of cool. It's a folding buck saw. So if you're backpack camping, this thing folds up inside the handle. Loosen up this little screw, pop the blade off, flip the blade up like that, and there you go. Can't come out. Blade's protected, won't get dull, won't get caught on everything. Really nice for camping. They also had 2 replacement blades. I already have 2 bow saws, and I have new blades on both of them. These are kind of hard to find at the local hardware store, and the price drew me too. $2, so $1 a piece. The saw was $2, the blades were $2. I'm all set for $4. I've got 3 blades and a really nice saw. So altogether it was worthwhile stopping for about a half an hour so I could look around at the shop and see all the cool stuff. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.